This pair over here has been doing some shady stuff, apparently. Maybe they just took a page out of PK's book. Because Kempire and I did, back when all this went down, he did ask me on a live. We were together, we were doing a live, and he asked me, I want to know, is it a real burglary? So you'll have to watch that one too as well. All right, so drop your questions. Kemp, I know you've been waiting for this. Drop your questions around Wendy Osefo and Eddie Osefo. So they've been arrested. Okay, now they're free again because I believe I don't know if they had to pay bail, whatever. And they are indicted by a grand jury for false claims, fraud, and false statements, basically insurance fraud, for lying because they lied to the police for having been burglarized, and apparently they stole 200K worth of jewelry, watches, and whatnot during that burglary. And I'm using quotes because we don't know yet, right? So okay, we have questions here. Let me just highlight your questions so I don't miss them. It's disappointing. It's because she has an impressive CV. She's very well educated, very eloquent in the house. She talk like, you know what? She is self-made. She's incredible. This is extremely disappointing. If all this is true, we'll find out. Will the Osefos lose the court case? Well, how about if we ask if this is true? First of all, I'll get to your question. Who's master behind the idea, Wendy or Eddie? Okay, hold on, you guys. I've just highlighted all your questions. That's what I'm doing now, so I don't miss them. Okay, I'll take them in order, right? Will Osefos lose the court case? I'll be fair here. I'll take the questions in order. So, will the Osefos lose the court case? Doesn't look good, you guys, at the moment, energetically, for the Osefos. Doesn't look good. Will they lose the court case? I'm going to rephrase this question. What is the outcome of this court case? What is the outcome of this for the Osefos? It's always best to ask open-ended questions in order to get more out of the question. Just a tip. So, what will the outcome be? Okay, I think I'm done shuffling. The Hierophant, yes, they're going to court, honey bunnies. The Star, the World, the Wheel. Let me show you the cards real quick. Hierophant, oh yeah, they're in trouble by the law, by the government, the insurance company. The Star, being seen, right? Healing also starts healing, like working on that, like trying to fix that. The world is watching, all very, very public. The Wheel, the outcome of that changing, Temperance. I truly believe I truly believe they will the outcome of this is that they will get away with it, or they will be it feels, what I heard in my head was like they're going to get a slap on the wrist. And the outcome of it, Page of Wands. I don't see them going to jail. I definitely see them having to pay back that the amount that they claimed, maybe even with interest. I'm not sure, but I'm just getting like they would have to pay back the amount to the insurance company. So 8 of Wands, it doesn't look that bad, you guys. And maybe wait, I'll take your questions. This is how we'll get to that. I'm not gonna share with you what I'm getting. So I don't see them going to jail or them. I don't even think they're guilty, to be honest. But let's let's go to the next question. Hold on. Uh, I saw that. Ah, the weird thing is that they both have like a similar expression on their face. I don't know why they're smiling that way. In my opinion, it's because they're just. It's like an awkward. Like I don't want to look like a felon or a criminal where I'm like, you know. On the other hand, I don't want to smile because you're not supposed to show your teeth. I don't even know how I know this. I watch too much true crime, I guess. You're not, I believe you're not supposed to show your teeth when they take your mugshots. So it was just like a very awkward, stupid, smug face that they had, in my opinion. But I don't know why exactly. Who is the mastermind behind the idea? Hold on, what are you guys saying? Yeah, not guilty. Um, I'm not. Listen, I'm not 100% sure about the not guilty, but what I can tell you for sure is they're not going to jail. And they definitely will have to pay back the 200K or more that they claimed, etc. So yeah, let me go back to Kempire's question. Who was the mastermind? I'm gonna pull a card for chat. Do you want to take a guess who's the mastermind behind this before I tell you what I got from my guides? Let's see. Drop it down below. Who do you think is the mastermind, or who do you think may have been the one who, maybe just made this, created all of this? Okay, Danny says Eddie. Eddie. Chris? Chris? Chris mastermind. She's a different kind of mastermind of a different family. Eddie. That's what I got. Eddie. Unfortunately, or fortunately. Yep. Agree. No, I got Eddie too. Always blame Chris. A scheme set up by her mom? That's an interesting theory. So let me just pull one card for Eddie and one for Wendy. Whose idea was this? Whose idea was this? You guys, I see. I'm just going to I'm going to pull the cards, but I know that Wendy did not. It wasn't her idea. She didn't want to do this. She didn't want to create this scheme and whatnot. So one card for, I'll start with Eddie. One card for Eddie, please. One card for Wendy. Okay, Eddie, 4 of Wands. Let's pull Wendy's. I'll explain. Wendy, please. Was she? Whose idea was this? Whose idea was this? Eddie, well. Hanged man. Hanged man is waiting. It's also someone who, because he's hanging, right? And his leg is bound. Someone who had no choice. But here I have 4 of Wands, celebrating. This could also be, I have a great idea, I'm celebrating. Someone asked, where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Oh, there it is. I'm surprised he would risk his law license. Well, maybe because they get a little bit arrogant and cocky and believing. Listen, you think there aren't lawyers out there that do illegal things? They do. I mean, there are lawyers out there that are shady. Okay. But I'm just saying what I'm seeing based on this reading. So let me pull the high priestess. Okay, this is what I heard. There is a relative involved. Someone asked about her mom, whether or his mom or her mom was involved. No, it feels like there is another male involved. And before, when I threw the cards, I pulled the Three of Cups. I showed it to you, and to me, that means three people involved in one way or another. So there is a relative, a male who's a relative to who? I heard Wendy, though. I heard Wendy's relative, just saying. Wendy's relative who was also involved in this little not so good scheme. Oh, how will this affect them financially? I heard it's going to be a setback for a few years, but they'll bounce back. That's what I heard. It's going to set them back financially, but eventually they'll be okay. Four of Cups. Obviously, this is not. Yeah, it's going to be a big blow and a setback, but they'll be okay because I'm hearing that in about 3-4 years they'll be able to bounce back from that. Was this their first time committing this type of crime? They weren't very good at covering their tracks or setting it up to appear like a break-in. That's a good question. That's a good point, actually. Hold on, because I had one of my cards was flipped open. This type of crime, let's just say yes, but I am hearing, and I've got to say it again, this is for entertainment purposes only, and this is based off of my opinions and my psychic insights as a psychic medium, that I do believe that, like sort of there are other little schemes here and there, sort of like how can we just like, tax evade this thing, or how can we hide this kind of income, these type of things happening, but not to this extent. uh, I don't feel. No. Hold on, you guys, because of my cold. So what will happen with their careers? So I'm hearing Wendy's will she'll she too will bounce back. So Wendy will find her path, will get back to working and making money and all that. Eddie, it's going to take longer. It's going to be harder. I don't remind Eddie's a lawyer, right? Is he practicing lawyer? I just heard and saw that Eddie's going to take a different path in the future. So he's going to take on sort of like a different career. That's what I heard. But Wendy will be eventually. She'll be okay. Danny says, I don't know. It's not the mom's not involved. No. Yeah, which is probably why he will be disbarred, because I see him taking a completely different career and path. So to me, that just validates and tells me that he will be disbarred from this. I know. It's extremely disappointing to see such amazingly educated people just do something like that. But hey, you guys, it happens. It happens. It happens in the best of families. Where did they hide the items they claimed were missing? 15 of the missing items were they were. So how many items were there? So where did they hide the items they claimed were missing? So they only found 15 and there's more missing. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I see that male relative, you guys, the male relative that I saw before in some kind of safe. It seems like a home or an office. It's an apartment style. I heard it's a studio. It's a studio. Maybe that's a clue as well. Which male relative? So I don't know if they're a photographer, a podcaster. They have a studio, a videographer, something along those lines. Yeah, I'm just seeing that's the one that I just see a hiding space in a studio. In a studio. Hmm. No, I haven't been asked that before. I'll highlight Everly your question and I'll answer it after we're done with them. So I just don't mix the energies. How will the you guys, I'll miss your questions if you don't add a capital Q in front, or at least add a question mark at the end of your question, because then YouTube automatically picks it up and shows me that I have questions in the chat. How will the ladies of Potomac treat Wendy? It's a very broad question because I just saw some women are going to be more they're gonna be more supportive towards, and the others are gonna use it completely for their storyline and just to mock her. I keep hearing mocking and mocking. So there's a lot. Dorit got mocked and slaughtered for that, especially when she was really milking the whole burglary thing. Wendy, knowing Wendy, she will milk it too. So yeah, it feels split. So some women are going to be more supportive towards, supportive in the way like, oh, Wendy, you're the victim. This is what I feel. Wendy's gonna come out of this when all of this is done. She's gonna go and she's gonna, because she's smart, she's gonna spin it to make herself look like the victim. She's gonna go on this boo hoo hoo victimhood thing. Just saying. This is what I'm getting. Whether he's there are questions whether he's practicing. Did he claim he's practicing? I don't feel he's practicing intuitively. I don't feel, or he hasn't practiced for the last 2 or 3 years. That's what I'm getting. It's a bit confusing. Lovers, 10 of wands, 8 of pentacles. No, he was practicing. He was practicing, not as much though. Not as much. Like it just seems like here and there, but not, being like a full-blown lawyer where he meets with clients every day and goes to court and things like that. So no, working, making money from this. Yes. Let's see what you guys think. 15 items. It wasn't your studio. It wasn't your studio, but someone's studio. That relative, that man that I saw before. Ashley's already mocking. Interestingly enough, when I saw the question and I connected and asked my guides, the first face that I saw was Ashley, and then I heard my guide saying that they were gonna mock her, and Ashley was the one that I saw. So there you go. Oh wow. Yeah, I just answered that, Gigi. I cannot answer that for sure, but I believe it's because they didn't want to look serious or listen. We're talking about two very educated people, uh, lawyers, degrees, masters, PhDs, you name it, having their mugshots taken. So I believe that it was very weird thing that they did because you can't smile, you can't show your teeth in the mugshot. So they didn't want to look, like criminals. I believe that just my opinion, and I believe it just the mugshots turned out to be creepy, like the Jokerish. Oh, did he? And he named it Happy Eddie? Is that what he called his what's called his THC business? Or THC CBD. I'm not gonna use the word that business. Happy Eddie? Well, one thing's for sure. Thank God he's a lawyer because marketing is not his thing or branding. Just saying. Will or has his impacted their marriage? No, I feel they're gonna go strong, you guys. I actually don't feel, and I felt this when I saw the mugshots, when the breaking news about Wendy Osefo. And a lot of times when I look at the images in an article or online in a video, whatever it is, I can get like imprints, I can get the energy of things, and it's not gonna affect their marriage, at least not now or anytime soon. Everyone agrees about Ashley being the one who mocks. Eddie's a surgeon and has a weed. Oops, I shouldn't have said it. Surgeon and has a business. Okay. Why do the other housewives not like Wendy? Are they jealous or just think less of her? I'm confused why Wendy gets hate from them. It seems jealousy. It seems like they feel intimidated by her as well. Let me see what I get. I'll tell you what I heard. I heard she's not like your typical housewife, at least not for Potomac. She's not like the typical housewife. She obviously is very highly educated, successful. She's made a name for herself, and the women just don't, they feel intimidated. They just don't, they don't want that type of energy. And she also appears very confident. And I know they all appear confident, but trust me, most of these housewives are not confident women. They carry a lot of insecurities and they mask those insecurities. And that's why they can become mean. They can be obnoxious sometimes. They stir up drama, whatnot. Wendy, though, I do feel that she doesn't, and I haven't watched Potomac in a couple of years. So I haven't kept up with what's happening in the housewives world, but I do get that Wendy is not fully showing us her true self, like who she really is. She holds back. She really holds back. I really believe a lot of things that she does and says that are also she does it on purpose on the show, but we don't really see the real Wendy when we watch the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is what I'm getting. And so it feels they're intimidated by her because she is smart. They don't know what to expect from her, what to get from her, all of that. Because if you remember season one of Wendy being on the Housewives, she was quite reserved. Remember that? She was quite reserved. She talked a lot about her degrees. Everyone made fun of her. There were memes going around about that. But hey, she was new to it. She had these accomplishments and she was proud of them. And if I had 19 degrees, I guess I would show off my degrees too. Yeah, she's been on CNN. She's no rando. She's no rando. Empire says Happy Eddie's a playoff, something that happened during the season where they called him Happy Eddie. Oh, I see. Okay. It's still a bad business name. It's the same. Happy Eddie could he be his Instagram or TikTok handle, not his weed business. This comes from someone who was in marketing for 25 years, 23 to be exact. Yeah, but a lot of these super intelligent, high IQ, overachieving women and men can be condescending. I'm not saying it's right, but they can be. They are. That couple, the great family. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. 100%. Really like when he seems, I believe this is how it seems on camera. And also, I do, and I read people very well. I do believe she does act that a bit because she doesn't want to come in strong. She knows that if she comes in strong, the audience, the housewives, no one's going to like her. So she needs to seem a little bit unsure and a little bit sort of the way that she is, and sometimes she appears a little bit awkward as well, a little bit socially awkward. I'm not saying it's all a show, but it's also she puts on a show. Their boss Andy Cohen used to be a correspondent. He used to be a I don't know if you guys have any other questions. I think it's pretty clear, but let me see. Did we miss something with this? With the Wendy. There was a question I wanted to ask, but I forgot what it was. Surprise, surprise. Let's see. What was the question? No, I think we've covered everything. How it's going to go in court, the trial, the consequences of all this. I don't see jail time or prison time. I just see they'll have to pay back and the fine as well. But most educated people who spend, it's just like doctors, when they spend so many years studying and getting a specialization and doing the residency, blah blah blah, and on, usually they're very sheltered people. They don't have street smarts because they are people who study. They're people who devour books and knowledge and all that. So they're not, yes. So I agree. How will Karen and Wendy go forward? Are they not getting it? Is Karen back, by the way? Is Karen, I know she's out of prison, but is she back on the show? I think so, right? How will did they fall out? Those two? I don't know what's been going on. I haven't been following the Housewives. I don't know. I fell out of Housewives when things got too overproduced, too exaggerated, too dark, too much tearing each other apart. I was like, I'm out. This is not entertaining. So I stopped watching, which is why I stopped doing readings on them. But it doesn't mean I won't ever do readings. I'm actually going to do another reading. Big Bravo reading with Giorgio. Giorgio says as soon as I receive his tarot deck, which I'm still waiting. So yeah. So I'm going to take these last, hold on, let me just mark these, highlight these last questions. These are going to be the last questions because I can't breathe because of the stupid cold and I need to start. I really want to blow my nose. Sorry, TMI. And I'm not going to do it on camera. So how will Karen and Wendy go forward? What's the energy between them? Does Karen not like, well, I was going to say, it feels like Karen doesn't like Wendy very much, or at least, it feels like she always like pokes at Wendy. But, and then I got the full, well, at least now they have something big in common. They both got arrested. Boo hoo hoo. So it seems like Karen will cut her some slack, give him some air, just act friendlier or like more supportive, but it's not gonna last long. Not gonna last long. Yeah. So Karen. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I don't feel that this is gonna go well between these two women, actually. And I feel again, I don't feel that they like each other, but because of this, what went down, Karen will just act as if she's more friendly, more warm, more supportive towards Wendy, but Karen does not like her. And I heard the word biatch. I'm not going to say it the way it should. So, yeah, because I heard it from Karen. I feel like both of them feel that way about each other. Marshall's after her robbery, real or staged? What was that? I missed that. What happened? Wester Reed's 10K cash robbery at Marshall's a few weeks after. Oh, I thought you meant a few weeks ago, and I was like, what? A few weeks after robbery, real or staged? So there was another. So she got burglarized and then she got robbed. Weird. Oh, Eight of Pentacles was a jumper card, but I didn't even ask the questions. Let me redo this. It feels real. It feels real. The Star, the Hierophant. It feels real to me. That one. The 10K robbery at Marshall's. That event anyways, just it feels real, not staged. Will Wendy continue on the show? It's hard to tell because there's a lot of things unfolding right now, but at this moment, at this present moment, I'm getting a yes. She will. But energies can shift. Things are quite volatile around this situation right now because it's all unfolding. But I'm getting yes, a big fat yes around it. This season, but I'm talking about next season because obviously now they need to, they need to film, edit, launch. So it's not going to be this next season, I don't think. Is Andy Cohen in trouble from his interview with Connie Britton? That went very wrong? No idea what happened. No idea, but let me just ask my guides and see if I get a yes or a no real quick on that. This is going to be my last question. No, there's one more I want to answer real quick. Yes, but not in big trouble. Yeah, I got a yes that he will get in trouble. But the consequences are not going to be as harsh as people may think. The consequences of what Andy did or said are not going to be as hard as you think. Will you watch Southern Charm? I love Southern Charm. I love Summer House. I love Southern Charm. So these are the ones I definitely watch. I also watch. What else do I watch? Bravo related. I will watch the reboot of Shaw's, which I had predicted a while ago before they announced, like months before they announced it, that there was going to be a reboot of the Shaw's. So I'll be watching that. Well, I don't know. I'm not too keen on it. I will start watching and see how it feels. I can't wait for Traders. You guys, I'm waiting for Traders. I cannot wait until Traders comes out. The Traders, for anyone who's Traders addicted, just like me, just so you know, if you use a VPN, you can actually watch, you can go on BBC and watch Traders Celebrity. So they do a Traders where normally in the UK, Traders is with either normal people mixed with a little bit of celebrities or just normal people. But they have the celebrity version and it's playing now. It's airing now. So if you want to get a little bit of a dose of Traders before Traders US starts, I believe at the start of the year, then you can watch that on BBC. Use VPN for that. All right. So I'm going to answer this one real quick because obviously the lipstick thing was a big thing on Friday. Red Lip Friday. We call it Red Lip Friday. What is it? I have a Milani lip line. I don't remember the color. It's sort of like a brownie red lip pencil. Okay, lined it. And then I used this lip oil, which I have here. And it's just a drugstore lip oil, MUA, for anyone interested. I usually layer my lipstick, so it's not one. I usually might put like a different base and then a different gloss on it or a different oil and it's a whole thing. I love me layering my lipstick because I have dry lips. And then if I don't layer it, then within half an hour, my lips are bare. Okay, so that's it for today. Everly says the UK traders have actual celebrities this year. Yes, and I'm gonna start watching it tonight or tomorrow. Actually, I know it's on, but I always with traders, I just allow for it to play like for the first, like I won't start watching it straight away. I'll just wait a couple of weeks because I like to binge, because I cannot just watch one episode and then wait for a whole week or a few days to watch the next one. So that's what I do. Okay, everybody. Oh, yeah, Blair, before you go, I want to do a whole video on this. I want us to talk about this, about the three eye atlas. I'm going to do another live and we're going to talk alien, the three eye atlas thing, whatever that is coming. Let's talk about it. I was actually until 3 in the morning. We had friends over yesterday and we were talking about this. So I had that inspiration. I was like, yes, I need to get my femmies and let's talk about this because I'm sure you all have questions. A lot of us have questions. So, yes, I'll be doing another live. And before we go, I'll be meeting with Jamie tomorrow. We're going to be doing another true crime reading. So, please, I've posted it on the community tab as well. Please send me your suggestions, which one we should do. I can share with you real quick the ones that I've written down based on the suggestions that you have and based off of my list. Laurie Vallow, Kyron Horman. Kyron Horman is a young child that's gone missing. I will do that. We need to try and help find this young boy. Chris Kremers and Harley Morris. So I know Laurie Vallow. I don't know. I don't remember who Chris Kremers is or Harley Morris. It doesn't matter. These are the suggestions. But please do drop your suggestions. So the one that has the most suggestions are the ones that Jamie and I are going to do tomorrow. So yes, and also soonish, as soon as I get Giorgio's tarot deck, the Housewives tarot deck, we will be collaborating together and giving you a mammoth of a supersized Bravo reading using his deck. That will be very interesting. So make sure you guys that your notifications are on, that you're subscribed so you don't miss a video, you don't miss a beat. And I love you all. I really, really do. And I really appreciate all of the support and the love, and that you're helping this channel grow. We did this together, don't forget, which is why when we reach 10K, you're in for a big surprise, you guys. And I can't wait. I can't wait. I love you all. Have a beautiful Sunday wherever you are. Have a beautiful week ahead. And we'll see each other again next week. Till next time, take care, everybody. Bye.